Hi guys, welcome to another tutorial. So today I will be showing you guys how you guys can incorporate forms into your HTML websites or web applications. So I will basically be showing you how to make a label that says username, then a text box to input for the user to input their username, then another for their password, and then a button that will submit the form. And what I will also show you how to do is that on the click of the submit button, we will display the username, the user's user and password through an alert. So let's get started. So we will be using JavaScript, so we will have to make a JavaScript file. And we will also be using CSS, so let's make a CSS file. And let's link the two in our HTML file. So let's go ahead and link our CSS file first. That should do it. href, and give it the path of the file. Let's go ahead and link our JavaScript file as well. Source. So // just tells my computer to look in this directory, and so that should work perfectly. Now we can go ahead and actually start building our form. So let's say that I want to make the form. I can use the form tag, and within the form I want to add a label that says username. So let's say I add this label that says username. That should show up right there. And let's say that I actually want my username to be a bit lower. I can add a BR tag before it. BR tag basically tells my computer to skip a line, so it takes it a bit down. Let's say that I want to actually move it to the center. I can just style the form. You can give it like a margin left, and there it is. It's in the center. Now I can also increase the font size actually if I want to. Maybe like 30 pixels, 35. That looks good. Now we can go ahead and create the text box. So that's made through the input tag, and we have to give it a type. So the type is text, and when I do that, you guys can see that I have a text box that I can type in. So I want it to be on a different level, so I can give 2 BR tags here. And then my input box should be moved a bit down. Oops, that was a bit too much. Maybe 1 BR tag, and that looks good. So let me copy this and incorporate it for my password. So password, and that looks pretty good to me. Let me just add a BR tag here. Oops. BR. So that looks pretty good to me. Now all we have to really do is add the button to submit our form. So that is also done through the input tag, and we just have to give a type of submit. So now we should see a button that shows up. I can again put it on a different level if I want to. There we have it. I think this was a bit too much. We just oops. I wanted that. I don't want that. I think that looks good. So let's just go ahead and actually add in the functionality that we need. So what I want is that when I type something here, as soon as I click this button, the website should alert whatever I typed here. So what we're going to do is we're going to be using the onClick attribute for the button. So basically on the click of this button, we want it to call a function. So I can just call this function doAlert. And since I have put my JavaScript file, linked my JavaScript file in my HTML document, my HTML document will look into my JavaScript file to find this doAlert function. So let's create it. I can say function doAlert, and now I can do whatever I want. So let's go ahead and first store these two values. So I'll need to give them an ID. So let me give this input box an ID of just username, and give the second one an ID of password. And now I can get both of their values. So let me say let username value is equal to document.getElementById. So when I do document.getElementById username, it will basically find the element in my document that has ID username, and that is this text box right here, this right here. And when I say dot value, it will return me the value that is typed in it. Oops, just value. No, just value. So that looks good. Now let's do the same for our password value. So let password value equal document.getElementById password. That should give us this text box right here. Let me just go ahead and style my my whole form a bit more. Just make it look a bit nicer. So I can give it like a font. I can just give it like a text color, maybe crimson, and I can change the font. So font family, maybe this. That looks good. Now we can go ahead and add the functionality. So I want to alert something, so I can just say alert. Then I can use the backticks. So that's located on the top left of your keyboard. And I'm doing this because I want to be able to type these variables inside my text. So I want to say username. Then to type in a variable, I have to do in JavaScript. We have to do the $, and then the curly brackets, and then we can type the name of the name of the variable. So I want to use username value. That looks good. Then I want to skip a line. So here I can do \n. That basically goes to the next line. Then I want to write my password. So password is equal to, again, $ curly braces and then password value. So now what we're basically doing is that on click of the submit button, so when I click this, what should happen is that whatever I type in here and here should be alerted to me. So let's say I just click the button now. I get an alert, but I don't have anything in my username or my password because I haven't typed anything. So let's say I type my username, just username 0712, and then I type in a password, example password. So this is what my alert should return. So when I submit it, you guys can see that I have username 0712 and example password returned. I can do whatever I want. I can just say A, B, and it returns me that. So this brings us to the end of this tutorial on forms. I hope you guys enjoyed. I really enjoyed making it. If you guys enjoyed, please like, please subscribe, please share. I would really appreciate it. If you guys have any feedback for me, please let me know in the comments. I will certainly have a look at it. I really appreciate you watching. Thank you so much, and see you in the next one. Thank you.